The holidays, of course, are a time for celebration, which tends to include lots of eating, lots of drinking. Dr. Christopher Harkin is back with us today from SSM Health. We're talking about some tips to avoid the overindulgence of the holidays. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate it. The holidays. Yeah. That's all we have to say. Christmas parties, New Year's parties, it's all about overindulging. How do we prepare our bodies for something like that?
You know, that's a great question because that's the word, is prepare. Mm-hmm. We got to be mindful, you know, and what does mindful mean? Sometimes I hear people use that word and it's like, what does that mean? It means a plan. Mm-hmm. You got to plan on what you want to eat and how much of that you want to have.
Okay.
So I know that sounds a little bit.
Is it calorie counting? Is it?
No, that's a really good question. The way to look at it is, everybody knows what's at holiday parties, and the food has got to be so good. Yep. And we all know that we're going to go there and enjoy it. So the best thing to be prepared is think ahead. Don't go in so hungry that you are going to just ravenously eat everything in front of you. And secondly, remember, you don't have to finish your plate. Yep. You know, you can just try a little bit of everything.
Mom's Clean Plate Club doesn't pertain to holiday parties anymore. Dr. Harkin, obviously cocktails, beer, wine, spritzers, whatever comes into play at these holiday parties. How do we kind of monitor the drinking? How do we keep track of that?
That's another great question. And again, it's thinking ahead. Yeah. Remember that alcohol will cloud your judgment. You know, it will actually make it so you're not as inhibited anymore, which then, of course, leads to overindulgence. Yeah. That's when we decide to have too much. Again, you got to come in with a plan. Nowadays, you know, there's always people who don't drink alcohol. Mm-hmm. So there's always non-alcoholic opportunities as well. So the idea maybe of alternating an alcoholic drink with a non-alcoholic drink helps a lot because it also helps you keep more hydrated.
Well, I've heard of a glass of water with one cocktail, right?
Yeah,
one for one kind of thing.
Perfect. Yeah, it's a really good choice because in the end, what happens is that if you just keep drinking, you're going to get dehydrated because it's going to make you urinate more. Mm-hmm. And on top of it, if you're worried about calories, remember, alcohol has a lot of calories, as do the mixers.
It's sneaky stuff.
Sneaky.
Okay, so we're probably going to get off the bandwagon a little bit this holiday season. How do we think about maybe getting back onto that? You know, start of the new year is a big one for a lot of folks out there, right?
I think the reality is overindulgence happens. It's just don't make it into a pattern.